I deleted my social media and shit for a while because I'm an artist, I'm a businessman, I got a label and shit. Like, I got to keep the shit up, you feel me? But at the same time, I know what I had to do for my mental health, so I did get rid of it. And now it's like, I got the notifications off, for all of it. You feel me? Like, it's not one of my focuses. You know, my main focus is me, you know, reaching that goal. And I just pretty much check off that checklist of the things that I know I gotta do to reach my goal. And shit, it's been a blessing, to be honest with you.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Jay. I got another special guest in the building. I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself.
Yeah, it's your boy Fadah, Big Boss Fadah. Nah, just bullshit. It's Fadah though, you know.
How you feeling, bro?
It's Fadah, but it's Fadah. I'm good, big dog. How you feeling?
All right, I'm gonna get into the name. You feel me? Because you know, when you do an interview, they gotta ask you like, how you come up with your name and shit. We gonna get into that not right now though. Where you from, Fadah?
I'm from the city, from Chicago, like all over the city, to be honest with you.
All right, nah. With you growing up, like you say, all over the city, you got different experiences based on, you know, where you grew up at and shit. Yeah. So what would you say was your favorite place to grow up in the city?
Out south, to be honest with you. Shit, I don't really like to get in too much of the areas where I'm from, because like I said, I be everywhere and I don't want people to be affiliated. Or to feel like I'm affiliated with certain niggas, but these are some of the niggas that I grew up with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, but out south, to be honest with you, because right now I'm over east and shit. And like, I used to be out west and shit a lot, you feel me? I was never really up north like that, but yeah, out south for a fact, definitely.
Now in your bio, it say Chicago and Mississippi.
Yeah.
Where the Mississippi part come in at?
When I was a shorty, I had moved to Mississippi when I was like in like 7th grade, or when I guess I started 7th grade in Mississippi. We had went homeless and shit, you feel me, man? Like my OG and my 2 sisters and shit, like it had got bad for us and shit. And at first we was fucking with these shelters and shit, you feel me? But we ended up, my granddad already had like a crib down there that we used to go to and shit, like on some land or whatnot, and the crib had got broken into, you feel me? And so shit, my granddad looked at it like, shit, since y'all need somewhere to stay, you know, the crib needs somebody in it, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, so shit. Moved a whole life to Mississippi. That shit was crazy. It was a culture shock for real.
What part of Mississippi?
It was a small town called Lexington, Mississippi.
All right, I ain't never heard Lexington. Yeah. I got family in Jackson.
Oh, yeah?
You feel me? So I done visited in Jackson. I also went to Jackson State University.
Okay, yeah.
So going out as a shorty, you know, you a shorty. So, you know, shit is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But when I went back there for college, bro, that's when I experienced, like you say, the culture shock. I'm like, bro, this crazy, bro.
As hell.
This university is surrounded by poverty, bro.
Yeah, man. Shit was something serious. But, and honestly, it was more of a culture shock for me as well, because I was in the middle of nowhere, like.
So you grew up there, so it's the country part.
Country.
Dark
like,
as fuck at night.
Yeah, man.
Animals' eyes
neighbors,
glowing and shit.
Imagine having neighbors, CTA buses, street lights, all of that.
Yeah.
Next week, you just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was like that for 5 years.
Damn.
No cap.
Did you later grow to enjoy it, or looking back on it, like, was it like, damn?
Looking back on it, shit, yeah. Looking back on it, it's like, bro, you see what's happening out here now. Like, that solidarity would be perfect. Now, we all be like wanting to get away. Like, man, I'm trying to get out the city, this, that.
Yeah.
Like, that solidarity now is like perfect. But when I was there, I ain't appreciate it. You feel me? Like, my mama, she, you know what I'm saying? She ain't really had no kind shit most of the time, you feel me? So I was just out there, bored as hell. Like, I was a hunter and shit, you feel me? Like, I grew to be so much more, you know, I grew to be a better person, you know what I'm saying?
Because of that.
Being out there,
Yeah.
but, and that's why I'm respectful of it. That's why I still love it, you feel me? But at the same time, I can't lie and say while I was there, like,
it was fun
I grew
type
to it.
shit.
Like, when I left, I was like, thank God, you know what I'm saying? Like, for a fact. But I feel like if I would have had the resources, something simple as just a car or like, more shit going on, like, it was just so much shit going on with my OG, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like, it was ugly. It was still ugly in Mississippi, you feel me? So.
Have you been back to Mississippi since then?
My big sister staying in Biloxi, and my
Okay.
mama was staying down there at one point in time and shit. So I had went down there to see them and shit probably a couple years ago, but yeah, since then, I
Shout out to Mississippi, man, because that's, man, country living compared to the big city living. Mind you, I was still on the campus, you feel me? But when we got off that campus, bro, like you say, it was like reality, bro.
Yeah.
And just experience, like we had an experience with the police, you feel me? The police was cool as hell down there, you know? It was our car had gotten to a little accident, you feel me? And the police pulled up, like, y'all on type shit. We kicked it with the police. I ain't gonna lie. We was with them for like an hour just chopping it up and shit. Yeah. And it was a pickup truck. He pulling down the block, but he see the police and he stopped. He turned his lights off. Now, we from the city. You know what I'm saying? We done seen movies before. Two niggas turn their lights off, so shit finna happen. They flag him down. He had a big ass pipe on his seat, but they like, bro, just put that shit up. Go on about your business. I'm like, the fuck?
It's really
what like the fuck, man?
That shit crazy.
And so when you say you came from the bottom, bro, you really came from the bottom.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't experience that. You know what I'm saying? Not having anywhere to go. You know what I'm saying?
And it was ugly, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I would have rather been that poor, because we was fucked up in Mississippi, bro. Like, it got to a point, like I said, we was already in the middle of nowhere. And it got to the point to we ain't had no lights or no water, G. Now, that's motherfuckers who done been through that. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like,
that shit ugly.
It's a different level when you in the middle of nowhere. If you got damn near your homie down the block, spend all the time at your friend's house. You know what I'm saying? You can do this, that, and the third. Like, it's kind of different in the city. Not to say it's more or less, like, not to say anybody, like, you know,
you could
like,
escape that shit in type of way.
You could escape it a tad bit more, even if you ride the fucking train all day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I was down Netto, bro, it was just ugly. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was just ugly, G. So shit. But yeah, that shit made me into this. That's why I be so hungry, like you said. Yeah, that's why I be going in, no cap.
So at what point did you get into music? Like, when did that become like a passion or a hobby?
Honestly, shit, I started writing little raps when I was in Mississippi, and I rap them at the lunch table and shit. Excuse me. And people would tell me I stole them and shit. And when people start telling me I stole them,
so that meant you was going crazy.
I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers think I took this shit. No cap. So shit, that's when I started like playing with it. When I got to the city, when I got to the city, probably like my junior year, because I started junior year back in Chicago type shit. And like I found a nigga who had a studio in his crib, and I went there. Once I made my first song, it was a rap. Like once I heard myself, you know how it is. I'm sure everybody done tried to rap before, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody done had it, you know? So it's like, once you hear yourself, it's like, damn, like this shit, either you gonna be like, this shit not for me, or you gonna be like, damn, I sound good. So shit, I just went with it. Probably about 16 years old.
So your first time actually recording a real song, that's when you was like, I'm taking this shit serious.
I had to, bro. I had to. Like everything else was like work. Like I grew up like around my grandpa. He owned buildings and shit, you feel me? Like, so like, that's why I say he had that spot in Mississippi, you feel what I'm saying? Like my whole life though, I was always working with him type shit, you feel me? Like renovations all the time, like all my summers, all the school trips, I couldn't go on. I'm working, you feel me? Like goofy shit like that, you feel me? But so when it got to the point to where I found something I was good at, like, and that I loved, motherfucker couldn't tell me shit.
Now, when you referred back to your grandpa, it made me remember a question that I want to ask. You said you was a hunter, bro.
Yeah.
Like what was you hunting? Because, you know, in the country, that shit normal for a kid to, you know how to use a gun type shit.
Yeah. I was hunting deer, no cap. I don't know if motherfuckers ever tried deer before.
Deer meat decent.
You had
what they call it, venison or something? What they call it?
That. I don't know.
Yeah.
You calling that shit deer meat.
Yeah, that shit decent.
That shit good as hell. But yeah, I killed 8 deer in my lifetime of like being out there in Mississippi type shit. You feel me? Like that shit was crazy. It was wild.
That's special because a lot of like right now, let's just say shit just went to hell. The world done came to an end as we know it. You could technically get out here and survive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that country living for real, knowing how to live off the land. You feel me?
Okay. That's why I look at it, excuse me, as a blessing. Like, that's why I say I ain't gonna lie saying being there, I loved it. But looking back, man, it's a blessing. I got all of that knowledge, like you said, for a fact, bro. Definitely.
Now, that growing up in that environment, like you say, if it fueled who you are today, you know what I'm saying? Put that grind in you to who you are today. Now, at the beginning, you said your name was Fadah, bro. Like, where did that name, like, how did you land on that name?
It's funny, G. I was just telling somebody about this. When I first got back to the city, there's some corny shit, too. I don't know if I ever told this story how it is. This was literally how it was, though, when I first got back to Chicago from Mississippi. It's crazy, because we moving in a chronological order, no cap. My first day of school, a motherfucker asked me what my name was, and I had just really started smoking when I left Mississippi, like with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me, like, we was really getting high for the first times, and I was like toasted, but I really enjoyed that shit. Like, like it just took me away from all the goofy shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I really enjoyed smoking weed, and like, man, Drake had came out with Over, and he said something about being faded in that song, and I don't know why that shit stuck with me when he said faded. Something about being faded, I don't know what bar it was. And like, I had started telling myself, nobody around me, of course, because they'd be like, nigga, you can't make up a nickname for yourself.
Right, you definitely can't give yourself a nickname.
Oh, funny, you.
That's definitely a rule.
No, God, really though. So I started telling myself that my name was Fadah. And then a bunch of shit went down. We had to move to Chicago and shit. So when I got to Chicago, and motherfucker asked me what my name was, that's the first thing I said, like, my name Fadah. But it didn't stick, though. Like, it ain't stick until I started rapping. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That's when motherfuckers started calling me Fadah for real. Like, but yeah.
All right.
Thinking it's Fadah.
You start rapping at 16. You feel me? You take it serious at 16. But at the same time, you still got a how I say this? Like when you first get in the booth, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you rap, you know what I'm saying? You put it on a verse and you put it on the beat and all that. But at some point you gotta find like your comfort zone. You gotta find like your flow. You know what I'm saying? So at what point did you actually find your flow?
Shit, like a year ago, bro. A year ago, 2 years ago, to be honest with you, like, I ain't know who I was, G. I ain't know who I was. To be honest with you, it was so many motherfuckers that I thought I was supposed to be, but never wanted to be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Chicago. We from drill. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
We from drill or conscience.
Facts.
It wasn't no in between. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I really started trying to go in on the shit, like, motherfuckers wanted drill or conscious, you know what I'm saying? And I can do both, you feel me? So it's like, I was trying to do drill, you know what I'm saying? But obviously that don't work for me. Like, you watch all my videos, it ain't no guns in none of my videos. Like, that's just not how I'm like, on you know, that's just not how I'm getting down. You feel what I'm saying?
You ain't try to fake it.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, same with the whole conscious movement, like, I ain't still not trying to fake it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not super conscious like that. You feel me? But I know I had a lane, and it's like, because I was, you know, trying to figure out, because I was pretty much trying to be the lane that I thought that everybody else was wanting me to be in, I was neglecting my own, and I just found that shit like last year, 2 years ago. No bullshit. Just literally off of like not giving a fuck, bro. Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care what motherfuckers finna think about this shit. Like, I'm finna start making music for me. When I started making music for me, that's when it changed everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything changed for a fact.
Every day, we come face to face with a different challenge, a different roadblock, a new set of limitations. These roadblocks hold us back from our hidden greatness while surrounding us with creative fear. I don't have this, and I can't do that. But the only way to combat that fear and destroy these limitations is to get up and create, not just today, but every day. It's funny because that's a question I ask artists all the time. Like, bro, do you make music for the people you plan on listening to this shit, or do you make it for yourself? And I want to say, shit, I've been doing this podcast for like 2 years along with the radio, you know what I'm saying? And as the more I ask that question, the more artists say, man, I make this shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't make it for nobody else, you know?
Yeah.
Anytime you start off doing something for somebody else, usually you lose passion for that shit or that shit just never catch. You know what I'm saying? So to hear you say you do this shit for yourself and you just got in your bag, you know what I'm saying? I think that's powerful because I ain't gonna say a lot of artists cap, you know, but they do. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker be like, man, I found my flow at 17 a year later, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of that shit be bullshit because, like you say, I done seen a lot of niggas try to rap, bro. I done had cousins, all this shit. I done put in the booth, and you know what I'm saying? They not in the booth no more, you know? So I respect that honesty of you saying, bro, I just really found my flow, you know?
Yeah, no cap. And I be nervous because I be wondering, like, is it too late? But that be just like little random, little nervous thoughts. I don't let that shit deter me at all, though.
Yeah, how do you stay focused, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people would allow their inner thoughts or people around them with their own opinions to, you know what I'm saying, throw us off our path. So how you stay focused with that shit?
Honestly, I just learned how to stay focused as well. Shit, I had came into this book, started reading this book a little while ago and shit, like about self-sabotage and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because my main thing was I was focusing on the negativity. You feel what I'm saying? So, and it was like a whole thing on like self-sabotage. So, I just stopped. I set a goal and I knew what I had to do to reach it. And that included like living a healthier lifestyle. So I started going to the gym more, stopped eating pork and shit, stopped smoking woods and blunts and shit. Like, I still smoke, of course, but like papers and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to the raw papers.
For a fact, you feel me? Like, I deleted my social media and shit for a while because I'm an artist, I'm a businessman, I got a label and shit. Like, I got to keep the shit up, you feel me? But at the same time, I know what I had to do for my mental health, so I did get rid of it. And now it's like, I got the notifications off, for all of it. You feel me? Like, it's not one of my focuses. You know, my main focus is me, you know, reaching that goal. And I just pretty much check off that checklist of the things that I know I gotta do to reach my goal. And shit, it's been a blessing, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie.
Since you made that shift, you feel me? Explain how that actually has helped you open your eyes to actually, you know what I'm saying, crossing them shits off.
I feel like if I wouldn't have done it, I'd still be in a place of like, honestly, I was in a place of bitterness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if it's necessary because you will stay, we already from Chicago, where motherfuckers got this mindset where we already think like, you know, this nigga
on point all the time.
You know what I'm saying? It's like type shit like that, you feel me? So I just feel like if I wouldn't have done it, I would have been stuck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like it's no other way around it. Like, and to be honest with you, it's physical checklist, bro. Like, I be really writing shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be really in depth with how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a grown ass black man. You feel me? Like, this music shit is one thing, but I know who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be in depth with how I feel, bro. Like, and I'm a Libra too. I'm a lucky Libra. You feel me? And like, my person, like, they be saying my scale be like leaning sometimes, and that shit real. I just be trying to make sure my scales be balanced, bro. No cap. I know what I gotta do to get my scales balanced. Whether I gotta put something on them motherfuckers or take something off of me. You feel me? So I look at everything like that. It's important that I do though, because if I don't, I go back into that that slumber place. You feel me? Because I ain't trying to overrun this, but
do you, bro?
People around me, it's like a lot of people in my family and shit. It's just tough because I don't know if you know how the older motherfuckers in your family be kind of like stuck in their ways. You feel what I'm saying? So I want the people around me to see. I want to be an example for everybody that I love, bro. No cap.
Man, it's. I think it's important for black men to have that realization. Like, bro, at some point you got to figure out who you are. You know what I'm saying? You got to self-reflect on what you got going on. Because it's funny. I was just having a conversation like this earlier today, bro. At some point, bro, you got to X out all the bullshit and understand who you are. Because a lot of the majority of our lives as black men, we been fed to do bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was younger, bro, it was cool to have hoes. You know what I'm saying? 6, 7 bitches. Like, bro, at the age I am, there's no way I could juggle 6 or 7 people and get something done. You know what I'm saying?
No cap.
But imagine if when we was younger, we already had that attention to detail. You know what I'm saying? We'd be out here conquering the world type shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's still good regardless at what age you realize this shit, to realize that shit.
Yeah, for a fact. And to actually take heed to it, right? Because some people, you know, realize it, then be like, nah, it is what it is.
Still got the bitches.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I understand what you're saying, but I was just raised like that. I get it, though. But it's like, you know, my OG, she battled with drugs and shit heavily, you know what I'm saying? And, like, one of the big things in recovery is, you know, the first step to recovery is awareness. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that should go with everything in life. Like, the first step to anything, to becoming better at anything, anywhere, is like being aware that you're not it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so shit, you can say like, okay, like this is how I am because I was raised like that and I'm just stuck in my ways. But if you understand that it's wrong now, like now it's kind of your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like now you got to take that step. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you taking that step? You know, so yeah, shit. We be having to take that step as black men, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, that's just one example. Like the hoe is just one example, you feel what I'm saying? But we be having to take that step as black men to know that a lot of the shit that we was trained and taught coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like
wasn't the best for us type shit.
It wasn't it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and once we really become aware of that shit, because some niggas still don't know that, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Genuinely. Some niggas still think, man, y'all tweaking, and this is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fine. Ignorance, you know, it's bliss for some people, you know what I'm saying? But when you become aware, you gotta change it. You gotta fix that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, man. Yeah. Like I say, man, I'm happy that you done found that place in your life, because that's a part of growth and evolution. You know what I'm saying? We could be the same person we was 10 years ago, or we can grow, get to a bag, you feel me, and then start to affect other people's lives through that shit.
No cap. That's the goal, bro. For a fact, man. Like, I just want to be able to, honestly, that's why I'm like trying to do everything I'm doing with this whole like press release I'm doing right now as far as dropping this album, bro. Literally everything that I'm doing is to like, I'm just trying to get myself out there. Like, even if y'all don't hear the music, I want y'all to hear me talk, you know what I'm saying? Because I just want to be able to give that energy, like whatever I can give back to people. Like, my OG always told me I was good at talking. Like, my OG, since I was a shorty, used to tell me, like, you're going to be a counselor one day. You're going to be a psychologist one day. Like, but I ain't do that when I went to school. You know what I'm saying? I tried to major in psychology. I couldn't get the research shit right. I got kicked out of psych. Ended up in communication. Still great for me, you feel me? But even if motherfucker, don't hear the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to hear me, for a fact, bro. I appreciate you for even giving me this platform, you know what I'm saying, to even speak, bro, for a fact, because not a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is.
Hey, man, my couch, I like to say the couch is open to whoever want to sit down on the couch. Because, like, I never know how these conversations going to go, you know what I'm saying? And I try my best to do a little research, but not a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to keep it like a real conversation where I'm learning about the person sitting down, so the people watching this shit can learn about the person that's sitting down. And it's something about that couch, bro. Like, motherfuckers sit on it and then shit, great conversations come from that shit, you feel me?
Straight up.
You working on a project, you feel me? Speak on it.
Shit, Her Only Son, that's the project I'm working on. To be honest with you, it's completely done, man. I'm looking for somewhere right now to host this listening party, big bro. Your invitation already there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's pretty much an album. Honestly, it's the most vulnerable I've ever been, bro. This interview is the most vulnerable I've ever been in an interview.
I was gonna ask you, like, man, have you ever said any of this shit before? But I ain't want to throw it off, you feel me? Because it was just going, you know?
No cap, bro. So it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, shit. I'm touching the mic and shit.
Nah,
it's
you
the
good.
most vulnerable I've ever been in music. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the beginning to the end. And like I said, because I found myself in general, I was able to find myself in music. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to give I want to be able to make music that people relate to, you know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact that the shit that I've been through, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can relate to it for a fact. So, Her Only Son is coming out on Mother's Day, May 14th.
Okay.
It's gonna be a big day for a fact.
Man, explain the title, man. Why you naming Her Only Son?
At first it was the name of the album for a while, because I've been working on this album for a decent little minute. I had the name of it for a decent little minute. But at first it was Nicki. It was my mama's name. You feel what I'm saying? And then Kanye dropped Donda. And I honestly ain't even realized that was his mama's name for a while. And I realized that I'm like, damn, I kind of want to change it, but I kind of don't care. But I dropped the album a while ago when I was in school. And this was like something I did something like big for. Like I had a listening party on my campus. Then I had a listening party at Juggernaut in Chicago. Excuse me. And a lot of people came back and told me after that album that they thought it was gonna be more about me, more into my life, this, that, and the third. And you know, I took heed to that criticism, you know what I'm saying? So shit, this time I had this album, like I said, it was called Nicki, but I'm like, this album not about her this time. Like this album is about me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, I still wanted to be kind of like centered on her because, or like focused around her in a way, with me in the center, because you know what I'm saying, like she the reason that I am who I am, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and you will hear a lot of that damn near just in the intro, you know what I'm saying? But I decided to call it Her Only Son because one, you know, I'm her only son and shit. Ever since I was a shorty, she just, you know what I'm saying, you the man in the house, this, that, and the third, woo, woo, like you my favorite son. And I'm like, that's because I'm your only son, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that, you feel me? So, yeah, man, it's one of them.
Is it easy to say that this is gonna be your best work up to this date?
Up to this date, 100%, 1,000% for a fact. Yeah, definitely.
Now, you briefly spoke on having a record label. What made you start your own label?
To be honest with you, I just want to be prepared, bro. Proper preparation, preparing for a performance. You feel me? Shit. No, you know, shit. I see things in my future. This is all manifestation for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I see an artist come up, he already had his little label going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to manifest these same things into my life. I be going to the gym, hopping on the elliptical, like, I don't want to do cardio today, but I'm finna be doing a lot of shows. I ain't got no shows lined up, but it's like, let me manifest.
Preparing yourself for it. You got to.
No cap, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, type shit like that, you feel me? So, yeah, shit, it's all just manifestation for me. For a fact.
Even you saying that, bro, I hate going to see an artist and they don't perform, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you could be on your Jay-Z cool shit,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? But I want to see you perform, bro.
No cap.
I
no
want to
cap.
fall in love with this song all over again. You feel me?
Literally.
I don't even want to hear the recorded version because I'm loving this performance so much.
Literally, bro. No cap. I went to a concert with one of my homies the other day to see an artist. And he was just, you know, performing and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a famous nigga, though. This was at, I can't even remember the name of this spot. But, you know, I ain't gonna say the name of the artist. But he was just, you know how these super famous niggas just be walking around the stage
Just get the
performing,
bag.
though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them, you feel me? Because you got other niggas who be, like, running across the stage, like the Uzis. You know what I'm saying?
Turning up.
And it's like, one of my homies, when it was over, he was like, man, he's an amazing performer. And I'm like, what?
He ain't even do shit. He did the bare minimum, my boy.
Literally, like, bro, what are you talking about? He's an amazing performer. Like, that's how you know you just a fan, bro. Like, that's my homie, don't get me wrong, but it's like, what are you talking about? That wasn't an amazing performance. He just sung us the songs. Like, yeah.
But artists should take pride in that motherfucking live performance, because
Yeah, for a fact.
that's when you know what I'm saying, if it's people in the building and they don't know who you are or they not familiar with your music, that is the perfect time to steal fans. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because a motherfucker gonna be like, man, what the fuck? He type this shit in, man. Is he Shazamable, you know?
No cap. Literally, that's the only reason. Well, that's the main reason I really be teeing up shows. Like, literally. I did a show with Illinois Radio. You also work with Illinois.
Yeah, shout out the gang.
Opened up for Illinois Radio. Killed it. You feel what I'm saying?
Got to,
They
man.
came up to me after, like, man, the next show we want you to headline. You feel what I'm saying? I want situations like those forever. You feel me?
That's how it's supposed
That's
to
how
go,
it's
though.
supposed to be. Like, I don't never mind opening up no show because I know I'm finna body this shit. I'm going to down there make it look bad for everybody after me. You know what I mean?
That's low key. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't see every opportunity as an opportunity. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, man, I'm just go out and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Rap these songs and, you know, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's why most people can't bring people out. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't take pride in the music, bro. It's like, bro, if you love this shit, then you got to show me you love this shit. You know what I'm saying? And when you show me you love this shit, people connect to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. And honestly, some people don't know either. I always be trying to like give homage to the niggas who just like clueless. Cause I really used to be a clueless ass nigga. Like one time I performed on a college campus and like I was up there like this the whole time, da 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 da. And this was for a super turnt song. But I was just rapping so cool, like coat still on and everything, bro. A nigga came up there after me, bro.
Turned that bitch up.
And he turned that bitch up. I will never forget that. And I was like, okay, that's what I need to do. So I got my energy right, but I still ain't know how to perform. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was performing 4 songs. You feel me? Got to the point to where I went to a concert, and this is when JID, Jid, I don't know how you supposed to say it, Jid or JID, but you know, folks out in Dreamville or whatnot. That's when he was first coming out or whatnot, and I went to a Tory Lanez concert. He was opening up, and I ain't know who he was, but he came out with a set, and the way he performed, like he came out performing, make some noise, then he said something, performed again, like the whole structure of his set, like a few like seconds of the song, not the full song, I took that whole thing. I just stole it all, you know what I'm saying? I've been bodying shows ever since, bro. Like literally, no bullshit. But that it's necessary.
So you talking about Tory Lanez shows?
Tory Lanez, no.
No, Jid opened for Tory Lanez.
Jid opened for him. Because I know Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying?
So you was there for Tory.
I was already turned for Tory.
Yeah.
But for this guy, I don't know it all.
See, that's what we just talked about that shit.
Exactly, bro. That's that formula right there, bro. No cap. So yeah, I took that shit.
All right, now you also have a brand. Endeavor.
Yeah.
Before you get into the brand, explain like how you landed on that name. Endeavor.
It was God, bro. It was just God, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody asks me that shit, and I say the same thing every time, but it was just God. I was just talking. I was just, excuse me. I was just sitting, like, at my computer one day, like, and I was just telling myself I needed a clothing line, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like, it was just God. It just came to me. I have no idea. The same way Fadah came to me, bro. Like, these things just be coming to me. No bullshit. It was just there.
All right, man.
Thankfully.
You're an artist. You got a label. You got a brand.
Yeah.
Like, where do you see yourself in, I would say, the next 5 years, bro? Like, what's some goals you got?
I see myself touring. I see myself making some good bread off of merch because of my brand, and I see myself building my label to eventually start signing artists. You know what I'm saying? If not having an artist already signed to my label, I want to build my brand to be more than what it is right now, of course, because right now, you know, it's not shit right now because you need money to run a label, you feel me?
Yeah.
I just want to own that, you feel me? So the fact that I own it right now, I know that I'll be building it up more. So in 5 years, I want to be touring, making bread, because that's the way you make money in the music industry. I want to also have money coming in from merch along with my clothing line, because that's the way I can make money in my sleep.
Facts.
And I want to build my label so that way when I get older, you know,
you got
some shit. Some other people who love this shit like me, making all of us money.
Oh, God. I'm just collecting checks.
Okay.
I think that, low-key, that's the goal, bro, to wake up and do whatever the fuck I want, and I ain't got to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit already doing shit, you know?
No cap.
Shout out to that life, man.
No cap.
Can't wait for it on my mama. I forgot who I was just talking to. They was like, this person in I think they was in Maui or some shit. I'm like, I need to be in fucking Maui. You know what I'm saying?
For real though.
Doing nothing, my nigga. Don't ask me to do shit, because I'm only doing what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming though. Shit.
Facts.
All we doing is staying focused. We doing what we love, and we like making something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all we got to do is stay focused on it, bro.
All right, this is my favorite question right here, bro.
For sure.
If you can go back and give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
It would be to damn.
Yeah, that's a great question, baby. I love that question. Yeah. I heard Charlamagne ask a nigga that question. Yeah, Charlamagne stole my shit. You feel me? He can have it though, you know?
Damn. It'll probably be to trust the process. For a fact.
You know, it's funny because the Sixers, they was trust the process. You feel me? Trust the process. And shit, the Sixers used to be weak as fuck. Now they in the playoffs every year, you know what I'm saying? Trusting that process will get you a long way because a lot of times we can't see the finish line. Nobody could really see the finish line. We got an idea of what it looked like, you know what I'm saying? But when you put that work in, you know what I'm saying, and you just grind and you just keep going, you know, whether it's 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whenever you get to that point where you be like, damn, this is what I wanted it to be, that's when you be like, man, imagine not trusting the process.
Yeah, bro.
Be a normal nigga out here, man.
Literally. I don't want to be no normal.
Oh, no, that shit ain't fun. Being normal ain't fun.
That shit ain't fun, bro. No cap, man. No cap, bro.
All right, now, before we get out of here, man, tell the people how they can get in tune with you, stay in tune with you, find everything you got going on.
Underscore Fadah. That's underscore FADAH on all social medias. That's Instagram, Twitter. I don't even really be on Facebook. I don't know, but Instagram and Twitter for sure. And then Fadah on all streaming services. I got the 2 singles I'm pushing right now. That's Beast Mode and that's Stay Up. So yeah, go and listen to those shit. Get in Beast Mode and stay up out here for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your demons keep you down. You feel me? Yeah, for a fact.
Big facts, man. I'm trying to find the first song that I heard of you, bro.
Yeah.
And I should have had this shit prepared because it was posted on Illinois and this shit was a minute ago, bro. A minute ago. I can't remember the fucking song. But you was going crazy on the song. I want to say it wasn't a long song.
Was
you
it
feel
Merch?
me? Merch on my baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga, man?
That was the one right
Merch
there.
on my mama.
Bro, that was the first little single and shit.
That was the first time I heard of Fadah, and I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this? Merch on my baby. That shit just made so much sense, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, bro. Shout out to your growth. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking on the part where you said, man, I had to take a step back and reflect and figure out who the fuck I wanted to be. Like, that's powerful for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a black man, we don't get that chance to sit back and understand what the fuck we want. It's like we always got to be in GOAT mode. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that hurt some of us. You know, it helped some of us, but it hurt more than it helped. You know what I'm saying? And to sit back and understand who you are as a person, that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? That, like I say, that's the only way to grow. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you. Appreciate everything you got going on, man. I can't wait to hear the project. When a project
send it to you though.
When it drop, bro, come back up here, bro. Radio
Definitely.
interview, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, bro.
So salute to you, everything you got going on. Anything else you want to say on the way out?
Man, all I want to say is I appreciate you, black man, and you keep doing
bro.
what you doing as well, bro. Like, I be seeing the truck that you got, the advertisement truck and shit, bro. Like, all type of grinds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect your hustle too as well, bro. Like, as long as we stay focused on what we doing and do the things that we love, we gon' be good at the end of the day, bro. Like, for real.
Big
bro.
facts, man. I appreciate you and those words. You feel me? Because, man, shit is everyday grind.
Yes, sir.
Come with different
sir.
problems every day, man. So, once again, salute to you, everything you got going on, bro.
Same to you, big dog.
Man, it's been another episode of Conversations with Jay.